Hey everyone, thanks for stopping by. So I was just doing a little bit of cleaning and I use this electrochemically activated water. So I know a lot of people don't know about it. I wanted to make a little video on it. I'm going to put a timestamp in the description below. First part, I'm going to talk about what I know about this. And then if you're interested in just seeing how it works, feel free to jump right ahead. So the electrochemically activated water, what it is, you fill this pitcher up with water, and then you can either use table salt or these two are potassium carbonate. What it does is at the bottom of this jug there's a little electrode, and if you put salt in it, the electrode sends electricity through the solution. It breaks off the sodium from the salt and turns it into a low dose of sodium hydroxide, and then it breaks the chloride of the salt off and mixes into hypochlorous acid, which is a non-toxic, non-corrosive, chlorine-based sanitizer that has 400 times the oxidative power of regular bleach. So it's really good at killing germs, keeping everything clean, with none of the health concerns. So this machine right here, this is how I make it. They did discontinue this one, but I got this 2017, 2018, and at the time, the whole system, which there's a few extra parts and pieces to it, they were about $250 at the time. Now you can buy a machine known as the Force of Nature, and it's essentially the same thing. I think you can get it for $80, $90. Don't quote me on that. You can get it on Amazon or forceofnature.com. I know sells them. And just so you know, I'm not sponsored by any of these brands. This is just my experience in what I know, because if this ever breaks, I'm going to get another one. So I try to keep myself up to date on this. So you can do that, or if you just want to try the products before buying, shelling out a lot of money, you can go to this company right here, Ionopure, and they make stabilized versions, and I'll explain that a little later, but shelf stable versions of these, so you can try them out, and they're $5-10, whether you get a bottle or you get a reusable pouch with a couple bottles full. So yeah, that's pretty much what I know. So this is the salt. This is how my machine came with the salt. This makes the strongest cleaner that this will make, and that's the sodium hydroxide and hypochlorous acid. It also came with these, which are potassium carbonate, I believe. These make potassium hydroxide solutions, and it's just dose dependent. The blue bottle is for a lighter cleaner for doing windows. The green one was the degreaser, and separate bottles for those. Aside from some color dye, they're the same chemical. So why would you want to use this as opposed to just going out and buying Mr. Clean or something like that? These products, one, they're really powerful. I really like how they clean, especially when they're fresh. So this does not make a stabilized version. So after about a week, anything that you make will return back to, in this case, salt water, or in this case, just potassium carbonate solution. So there's no risk of any chemical buildup if you have any health concerns or you're environmentally minded. But on the flip side, if you're just interested in price, this machine's lasted me about 3 years. All you need to make the solution is water and whatever salt of your choice, and that comes out to being somewhere around 5 cents US for a bottle of this solution. So when you get the machines, as long as the machine lasts you for 2 years, you're saving a whole lot of money cleaning this way. And from the more environmental and health side of things, like I said, these all break down back to what you started with in a week. So if you're concerned with any sort of like bioaccumulation of chemicals, or you're environmentally minded and you don't want to pollute the waterways, things of that nature. These are all biodegradable. They all break right back down into simple, basic chemicals, elements, and yeah, they're just really impressive. Trying to make sure I get all the talking out of the way because I see I'm 5 minutes in. So yeah, let's clean with this stuff. So I'm just going to use, this is just a cotton towel. You can use microfiber. What I do is I'll just spray down, and I like these bottles because they're Mr. bottles. Once it fills up, I just mist down everything that I'm gonna clean, just to give it a second to sit. That's a good practice, whether you're using this or just any other cleaner. It'll help your cleaning be a lot easier to let the product do the work for you. And I just let this stuff sit while I'm going around spraying. And I didn't wipe up last night after dinner, so there's still some crumbs and some spills and a little bit of grease over by the stove and something right here. So yeah, let's see. We got some coffee over here. One swipe, cotton cloth, nothing fancy. I'm using the salt solution with the hypochlorous acid, and it has a light bleachy smell. It's almost as if they made bleach a fragrance, so if you like that kind of thing. If you don't, it doesn't burn your nose, doesn't burn your eyes, it's nothing harsh like that, but it does smell a little bit like bleach. And then over here, let's see, just want to feel if we have any, not too much grease on this side, but I do know this gets greasy because that's our main burner. There's some grease right there, so we'll give everything a wipe down here, and then one swipe. Again, cotton cloth. It's not microfiber. If you don't have microfiber, you don't need it to make this stuff work well. And I've used this in the bathroom. Does amazing with soap scum, I've found. Keeps the faucets nice and clean. For some reason, maybe it's the sugar because this is over by our coffee pot, but sometimes there'll be these hard little crumblies that seem to stick to everything. Picks those right up. Let's see, got some dishes in the sink. Still need to finish loading the dishwasher after it's done with this load. Right up. There was some of that white, I don't know, grease probably in front of the microwave, melting butter. And just move some of these over. So, black countertop, it's all well and good, but if you have stainless steel, you know what a pain those can be to keep clean. So we'll just flip our towel over. I'll spray, let's see here. The microwave has a little bit on it, so we'll just spray that down. Let's move that up and out of the way. We will. Got some up here. I'm just going to pull the knobs off so that I can show you what it does with grease on stainless steel, because that is an absolute selling point of this stuff. So again, 5 cents a bottle. And then the mister just makes it spread all the farther. Got something or other. We'll just do the handle because I don't think there's too much on here. And then the dishwasher always has some. So that's up under there, some smudges, some grime of some sort. So let's go back over. We'll start with the greasy. So right there's some grease. We'll do, just a little bit. See how shiny that is? Fix that all right up. And then just give this a quick wipe down. And I'm sorry if the camera angle isn't the absolute best. I'm just recording this on my phone. Like I said, I was cleaning up and figured I'd do a quick little video on this stuff because it is one of the best cleaners that I've come across. So we'll just make sure all the smudges are gone. There you go. A little bit of glare, but that is because it works that well. And then do up here. I always hit the buttons on the stove when I'm wiping it off, so if it starts beeping. There it goes. And then we'll just do that. So there you go. That's all done and clean. Just that fast. Now let's see. I have some stuff on top of the microwave that YouTube might not love, so we're not going to show that. But we will show the shiny clean face of the microwave and me. And then let's go over to this. Quick little wipe. Now for bigger areas, just a trick to cleaning stainless steel, go with the grain of the steel. And if there are anything left over, hides it, makes it look a lot better. Let's see. As I blatantly ignore the tip that I just said. That's life, isn't it? There. And if I finished up with a dry cloth, just finish touching up. Nice and clean, super quick. Like I said, I haven't found any other chemical that cleans stainless steel quite this well. I do know I've found some microfiber cloths from E-Cloth, which maybe I'll make another video on those. Those work pretty well. But for a cleaner and a cotton rag, and the only reason I keep bringing up cotton rag is because everybody has them, and if you are big into microfiber, there's a lot of marketing to try to show you cotton cloths don't clean as well as microfiber do. So I want to show you how this stuff works with a rag that everybody's gonna have. Shiny, clean, and fresh. So there you go. We're getting close to 14 minutes. That's everything. Yeah, it just works really well. Let me see. What did I do with my bottle? Little here. No grease left on the countertops. That grease smudge. Handle down. Grease that was left on the countertops, that's all gone. Everything's nice and shiny. Doesn't smell overwhelmingly like anything in here. See, the only other thing I can think of, maybe let's try this, the glass stove top. I'm gonna do this with a paper towel, and I know I'm gonna have to do it twice. Like I said, for the best thing that I found, microfiber, but for spray cleaner, this stuff, 100%. Just give this a quick going over. And then paper towel, so we're working with something dry. And I know I have some dark grease spots. That's just gonna need some steel wool maybe, or an abrasive cleaner. And this wasn't too bad. Now I have been, just on a personal note, been getting better at cleaning it up when the mess happens. Mostly with this stuff. But everything's been staying a lot cleaner as of late for that reason. You see, I'll kick on the overhead light. We'll let that dry down. I'll grab one more. Just kind of do a little bit of this. So yeah, not 100% perfect, but if you do a little of this and a little of that, I may not be enough with that. Like I said, especially right in here, it really shows up. But over here you can see that's clean, and then the main burner scratched up from my abrasive cleaning in the past. Let's see. Try to make this as good as possible, because when I turn the camera off, I'm done cleaning. So yeah, that's the results that you can expect from that. And like I said, to get those streaks totally off, I use the E-cloth microfiber and the polishing set, and those are pretty cheap. I think you can get both of those for under $10, and you can do this with water. You don't even need the cleaner. You can still use it if you want to, and that'll get rid of all the streaks. But for a spray cleaner, I've never had one leave the stove that streak free and shiny other than this. So, go back over here in my amateur pseudo-professional. That's the electrochemically activated water system. So yeah, I'll link those companies that I was talking about that sell these. You can get the residential versions like these. Like I said, they're about probably 90 to $100 now, US. You can buy stabilized, already made stuff, so if you only want to shell out 10, maybe $15 with shipping just to try it out, see what you think about it before you invest in a system, you can do it that way. And then they even have these machines for commercial use. So if you're a commercial cleaner, have a restaurant, a hospital, a hotel, anything of that sort that you need to clean, these type of products are available for that too. So thank you for checking out my video, and I will see you in the next one.